Hey gang, Justin Adams and welcome back to The Grind. Get ready, it's a new day. Today's message will be about putting others first. A leader's number one job though is their people. We use the word passion a lot in our business, okay? We use the term, in order to set fire to anyone, you must first set fire, you got it, to yourself. I feel the same should apply though to this message. If we're gonna put others first, then we have to have passion for it, and we gotta make sure that we want it. Thus, make it intentional every day to put other people first. When we look at the Bible, Jesus always put his disciples first. Jesus washed the feet of his disciples. If that's not putting, your people first, I don't know what is. Even something as small as tithing encourages people to put God first and honor your first 10% of your wealth. You see, leaders, I feel like, can be categorized in two different ways, okay? And hopefully you look at yourself in these two ways. The first one is a questioning leader, and the next one is a leader with questions. It sounds similar, right? But a question leader corrects anything that's going on and asks questions just to find out what the problems are in the organization. But a leader with questions connects with the followers and asks questions to connect with the followers. So tell me, which one do you think you are? When you put people first, you always ask yourself, where are they at right now? And where do I actually want them to be? Do I want them to be better? Or do I want them to be worse? But here are some things you can ask, though, to connect with their people, and just so they can understand that you're always putting them first and not on your own agenda. The first question you can ask them is, what motivates you? That can unlock so many different things. But you have to understand, you don't want to be a mind reader. Some things they might be motivated by, some things they might not. Everyone is different. You want to treat people the same, but you actually want to treat them also a little bit different too whenever you lead the people, just because everyone is different and things motivate different people. The second question you can ask is, how can I lead you better? Okay? What are some things that I do that maybe make you mad? What are some things that I do that maybe make you happy? But what can I do to be that better leader to you day in and day out? Another question, what wears you out and what also energizes you? You never know. Some things that might energize you might not energize them. Some things that wear you out may not wear them out. So what actually wears you out? That day-to-day activities, and also what energizes you and keeps you on task doing those daily activities. Another one, what have you learned recently? You see, if they're not learning things, they're going to be dying. So what have they learned recently to get them better at their career, better at their job? And if you don't ask that question, then you won't even know if they have that learning and that educational mind piece in there. And you always want them to have that if you're going to lead them, because they got to be getting better. Another question you can ask them are, what are some areas that are troubling you? And guess what? What solutions do you have? You see, I don't want to have all the answers, okay? I want you to always be thinking of things yourself. So what are some of the problems, but what did you come up with as a solution? And then let's work at those, and I'll let you know if I feel like those are great solutions, okay? Another question, if you had my job, you see, this is one that sometimes people are scared to ask, okay? Because you don't want to hear the outcome. But if you had my job, okay, what would you do differently? Is there something that you would do differently 100% that you see me doing? I want to know these things. And guess what? I want them to be 100% truthful with me. You see, the more you connect with them, the more truthful they'll be to you. But you can't run your business if people are just telling you the good things and not the bad things, gang. So in closing, we have to understand we have to connect with others in order to put them first. Less commands and more questions, I feel, is a recipe to put others first, gang. Let's all practice this and be devoted to putting people first that we lead. I thank everybody for listening and hope this helps someone.
Subscribe today at simonarias.net.